student, from the data structure subject, we try to understand the graph. Graph is a one non-linear data structure. I'm the Professor Drashti Mori from New Age Institute of Engineering and Technology. I welcome you all here. For the understanding of the graph, basic terminology need to be understood. When I say terminology means what? As you all aware, whenever something are been loaded in your network, in your system, you require to load in some format where system can understand, system can evaluate them. So for that graph representation, we require the set theory. What is set theory? You know, there is a set named A, and if there is one multiple object, then what is the size of this set? The set size is 3 because it have 3 elements in there. So this way you can also be able to load your graph. Am I clear? Now jump to the topic and you get more clarity. When I say graph, the thing comes in your mind is the map. Yes or no? Map means some location have been associated with some transmission media. It can be a rail, it can be a flight, it can be a rail. Yes, so this way you can connect different location, and that connection is known as a edge. So here different city are there and this connection is there. So this all circle part is known as the vertices as well as node. So how many node you can see here? How many node are there? So based on that you can count the size of your vertex in your graph. Let me call it a graph G. Okay, so representation of your graph, you require the vertices as well as your edge. I'm not giving you the whole idea, just I'm writing the number of edge as well as number of vertices here. How many node are here? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 city are here, and you have how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it can this way you can represent your graph with the help of your vertex and edge set. V is a, you can, if you want to write whole set, you can write it this way. You can write all the name, and this way you can create your vertices set. Okay, this is, we can say it is a data structure where you have the relation between the set of node and the set of edges, and this set of edges is nothing but the give us the relationship among the different vertices. This is the simple example. Let me take you one more example. If this is the graph, then you can write down how many vertices are here. If you want to write what is the vertices here, you can create this set. Yes. Okay, so this is the vector set. Likewise, you can create the edge set. Okay, and for the edge set you require this connection, like 11 have the connection of 1, 9 to 11, so 9 to 9. Yes, also 9 to 9 is one edge. Okay, so now 5 to 9, and you have edge 5 to 7. So these are the vertex set, and this is the edge set. Let me take one more graph where you have only one edge. Okay, this is only one edge. This node is not connected with any other node. This is the graph edge. Now let me write down. If you want to create the bracket, you can also write this way also. V G E G, because it is the edges of which graph G, and this is the vertices of graph H. Okay, so how many vertices are here? 1, 2, and 3. And how many edges are here? 1, 2. Okay, so there is no direction, so you can write 1, 2, or you can write 2, 1. Both are okay. So this way you can create your representation of your graph. Is this sound easy or not? Yes. Now take me to the terminology. Basic terminology are used to solve the complex problem. Just try to understand what the terminology is. Adjacent node. When I say adjacent node, means some node that is directly connected with the help of edge. So node 1 is directly connected to the node 3 and node 8. So adjacent node of node 1 is 3 and 8. Okay, so let me write node 1 have the adjacent 3 and 8. For the 5, adjacent node is 9 and 7. Likewise, you can find the adjacent node of each and every node. Okay or not? So take me to the next point, that is path. Path means some way you can reach to the your end. So start path node is your 1 and your end node is your 5. So this is the start node and this is the end node. You try to find some path through which you can reach your node 5 from the node 1. For that you can choose this path 1 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 5. Okay, this is one path. Okay, and also you can take 1 to 3, 3 to 1, and then 8, 9 and 5. Okay, both are okay, both are path, but the small difference between these two paths is in one path there is one repetition of node. Yes or no? In this path 1 is repeated, so this repetition is not allowed in an elementary path. Elementary path is the one special case where you don't require to repeat any node. If some node are been repeated in your path, then that path is not known as an elementary path. Is this clear? Now, undirected graph and directed graph. All the graphs are divided in two categories. One is undirected graph and another is directed graph. Based on your concept, you can choose directed or you can choose undirected. Let me take one example. If you are connected with some person with the Facebook, then you and they both can see each other's story as well as both can see each other post and all. Yes, so there is no any relation which you are can see in your Twitter and Instagram that you are following your some celebrity, so you can see celebrity post but your post is not been visible to the celebrity. So there is a fundamentally need of some direction. Yes, so in that case you choose the directed graph to represent the problem of the case where you require to define the direction, that you go with the directed graph. Am I clear? Good. Now the basic terminology you can say, that is degree. Degree is very important while you are learning the graph. Let me take one graph 1. Okay, this is my graph 1. Okay, now you have to find the degree of node 0. How can you find the degree of some node? First of all, you make some circle over here and you can see how many edges is there. How many edges are there? 2 edges. So the degree of node 0 is 2. Here, how many edges? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 is the degree of node 1. Here 1, because only one edge is there. Likewise, you can find 1, 2, 3 and here only 1. So it is degree 1. This way you can find the degree of your every node. Good. Now let me take you to the cycle concept. Cycle is a special kind of path where your start and end node is same. Okay, 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, 2 to 0. Okay, in this path you can see your start node and your end node both are 0. So that type of path is known as a cycle. Okay, cycle is clear. Now what is loop? Loop means there is some itself, there is one path that is pointing to itself. Okay, so that is known as a loop. In our graph 1, you cannot find any loop. So that can be a question, that find the loop in your graph. And if your graph do not have any loop, you can simply write that there is no loop. Okay, so this is the basic thing you can expect for a one-liner. Count the number of cycle, count the number of loop, find the degree of node. This type of question you can expect. Now in degree and out degree, this is the two basic terminology used only with the directed graph, because the directed graph only have the incoming as well as outgoing path. Let me take one example here. This is the directed graph and you can see how many edges are going from the node 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so 2 edges are go outside, so that is out degree. And how many edges are coming towards the node 0? Only 1. Okay, so the in degree of node 0 is 1 and out degree of the node 0 is 2. And here also the degree concept is there, and the degree is known as the number of edges connected to your node. 1, 2, 3. How many edges is connected with the node 0? 3. And it is also simple addition of your in degree and out degree. That is always right, that degree is the sum of in degree and out degree. This concept is easy. You can evaluate at your end. Now, what is weighted graph? When I say weighted means, if some graph have the direct weight associated with the edge, you can see this is the weight, and this is also known as a number associated with the edge. Okay, so this edge have some number. It can be representing the time, or it can be representing as the how many transition charge you require to go to the last two. So this can be the weight. Okay, so here also you can find the loop and you can find the term graph. What is cycle here? You are able to find the cycle from here to Washington, Washington to Dallas, Dallas to Denver, Denver to Atlanta. Okay, so there is one cycle. So this graph have the cycle, fine. Or this graph have a loop or not? Yes, this graph also have a loop. Okay, I hope you clear with the cycle and loop concept. Now the null graph. Null graph is a graph where number of edges is 0. You are not able to find any edge, that is known as a null graph. You can have more than, you can have any number of nodes, but that all nodes are not associated with the edge. That is known as a null graph. The special case of the null graph is there is edge is 0, but your vertex is only 1. If your graph have only one vertex, that is known as a trivial graph. Okay, and null graph is a graph where you can have any number of node, but that all node are not associated with any edge. So you are not able to find any edge in your null graph. Am I clear? Now what is multi-graph? Multi-graph means there is more than one line. Okay, here from this location to this location you have two paths. So what is this two path means? In our example, one line define the rail line and one line define the road line. So from here to here you can go via road as well as by train. Okay, so this is the known as a multi-graph, where node are connected with the multiple edges. Okay, these are the basic concept you have to learn in our graph terminology. Now come to the cycle graph. Cycle graph means there is only cycle. Okay, if you want to come 5, 3, 1, 4 and again 5, there is one cycle. Yes or no? From 3 also you can find a cycle, from 1 you can find a cycle, from 4 also you find a cycle. So if your every node is able to reach back to your node after traversing all the node in your graph, then your graph is a cycle graph. Because if you want to take more example of cycle graph, you can take this as a cycle graph. Okay, and if you want to take cycle graph here, this is a cycle graph. Okay, these all are the valid graph come under the cycle graph. And what is cyclic graph? This is very good. Cyclic graph means your all node are not in a case that you reach back to your original node without any repeating the edge. When I say cycle graph means you don't allow to repeat your edge. Okay, here you traverse all the node, but you are not able to come back your 5. Yes, so this is a cyclic graph, not a cycle graph. And this is because this graph have one cycle. If your graph have any one cycle, then also your graph is a cycle graph. Sorry, cyclic graph. And if your graph do not have any cycle, that graph is known as a cyclic graph. Okay, this is very important because some complex problem are being able to solve only with a cyclic graph. If your graph is a cyclic one, you cannot apply the algorithm to your graph because it won't give you the right answer. So there can be a case. So you should understand that your given graph is a cycle one or not. Yes or no? Let me give one example and you have to answer me that this is a cycle graph, or it is a non-cyclic graph. This is a acyclic. Very good, because there is no cycle here. Now, what is this? How many cycles are here? First of all, how many cycles are there? You can find 2, 3, 4, back to 2. So this is one cycle. What is other cycle here? 1, 4, 3. No, because 1 is not have. Uh, you can only find one cycle. You cannot find more than one cycle. If I want to redraw this graph, then I am able to redraw this graph with the help of this. You have the flexibility to move your any node. Okay, so this graph is same as this. Okay, so if you are getting confusion while counting the number of cycle in this graph, you can redraw the graph with the help of rearrangement. Okay, and this is allow, and this is okay with the graph. You can move the position, you can scratch, or if you want to move any node, you are allowed to do this in a graph. I hope this part 1 is interesting to you. Let me end our video lecture over here. Thank you.